In this question, we're asked to select which of the following is the most stable, and then go on, so on and so forth, to the least stable. And what this question is essentially asking about is lattice energy. And lattice energy is based on two factors. The first one, and more important one, is, or more substantial one, I guess I should say, charge difference. So, something with a greater charge difference, like say +2 and -2, -2 and +2, versus -1 and +1, this will have a greater lattice energy and therefore will be more stable. If the charge differences are equal, the secondary factor, which is a smaller factor, is the size of the ions. So those are the two factors. I should also note that Alex has here something interesting. You'll notice that in all of these cases, the plus charges are surrounded by minus charges, and the minus charges are surrounded by plus charges, and so on and so forth. But here you have some minuses next to each other and some pluses next to each other. This doesn't exist in nature, so this is very unstable. So we're going to put that as a 4. But for the rest of them, we can consider the charge difference and the size of the ions. So first, we have plus and minus, +2, -2. This one is definitely the most stable. It has the highest melting point, the highest boiling point, the greatest lattice energy, whatever you want to say. This is number 1. In the second case, we have a plus and a minus, and a plus and a minus. But these plus and minuses are larger than these plus and minuses. So these larger ions are held together more loosely. Said another way, these ions are smaller, and therefore the nuclei of this can more effectively attract the negative ion over here. So therefore, the smaller ions are more stable or have a greater lattice energy. So this is 2, and this is 3. So the charge difference, bigger charge difference, equals bigger lattice energy. If the charges are the same, smaller ions equals bigger lattice energy. And in this case, it asks in terms of stability. So for stability, the greater the lattice energy, the greater the stability. Another way it could be asked is melting or boiling point. So this would also have the highest melting or boiling point.